Okay, so we have a tricky question here about inverse functions. So let's break it down as best we can. Basically, we've got a function hk of x here, which is equal to k on x minus 1 for x greater than 0. And the inverse function is k on x plus 1 for x greater than 0. The question we're trying to solve is find, in terms of k, the values of x for which p is greater than 0. Now, p is a new function defined as the inverse of h of k minus the original. So in this case, it's going to be the purple line minus the red line. So if we just look at the purple line and the red line for now, we can see we've got them both there. As we change the values of k, those lines obviously change and they move. Okay. Okay, let's just put that back to a reasonable value. Okay, so p of x can be defined as a new function. Yeah, as the inverse minus, so it's going to be the purple line minus the red line. So you'll notice when they intersect, the difference between them, aka p of x, is going to be 0. So if we look to the left of this x coordinate, we can see that the purple line is below the red line. We're taking a smaller number, smaller y value minus a larger number, so it's going to give us negative values. That's why our p of x function is negative there. To the right of this intercept, we've got that the purple line is above the red line. So the purple line is a larger number than the value of the function is larger for the purple line than the value of the function for the red line. So that's where p of x is positive to the right there. Okay, the next thing that we're going to say is find in terms of k the values of x for which p is greater than 0. So basically all we need to do is, find out what position this value is in. So what we need to do is need to get a calculator. So what we're going to do is define those two functions. So let's define the first one. K on x plus 1 minus the whole of k on x minus 1. And then we're going to close that. We're going to highlight that. Interactive define. And let's define that as p of x. Okay, p of x, we want to solve p of x equals 0 with respect for x. And then press enter. Okay, and then we get these two solutions. We get negative the square root of 4x plus 1 all over 2 minus a half, and then positive the square root of 4x plus 1 over 2 minus a half. We know that x is greater than 0, so we're going to take the positive component. We're going to take this part. So let's put that there. Okay, now let's make some sense of it. Let's just put in a value of k so we can match things up with what we got going on Desmos. So let's make k 3 and see what we get. And then we put it into a decimal. We get 1.302. So let's make k 3. We can see that we get that point 1.303, 1.303 here. So as long as our x value is greater than the square root of 4k plus 1 over 2 minus 1 half, then p of x will be positive. So that's the answer to our question. Hopefully that made some sense.